Monday night sports talk show. Thanks for joining us here tonight as we focus on girls basketball. Again, presented by Griffin Insurance, Durko's Pizza and Subs, Knox Community Hospital, Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction, and Knox County Veteran Services. All girls hoops tonight. We did a girls basketball game over at East Knox this past Saturday night. So we took on Fredericktown. An opportunity to catch up with East Knox in the second half of our program. And now for the girls basketball team, looking for their 10th win this week. When you get an opportunity to play pair games at home, you don't have to go to St. Louis. The boys do, but you don't have to. That's a little bit of a trick. And you'll also be at home against Licking Heights on Saturday afternoon. Nate Short is with us. Haley Berg, Avery Trieber, right? All right. I want to make sure I said that right. And Maddie Tasha. We thank you guys for joining us here. You know, I always want to make sure, because I had somebody in here one time. Their name was Kim, and I called them Tim. So I want to make sure that we get close enough. Right? Yeah. She had a name tag on too, by the way. It did not say Tammy, but we appreciate you guys joining us here. Nate Short, girls basketball coach for the Vernon girls basketball team. How long you been doing that, coaching there for the girls?
It's complicated.
Yeah.
No.
You left for a little bit, came back,
last
right?
year I did not coach, and then I coached this season. Right.
Yeah. You know, I was confused this year because we went out to a game early in the year. It was early in the year, and I looked and I was like, somebody said something about Nate Short, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm so confused right now. So, what made you want to come back, get back to high school?
Well, I had to step down for a couple of different reasons last year.
Sure. Yeah, back at it. Is it a seamless transition? I mean, was it just like you'd never left when you came back?
I mean, I guess that thought was the question. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. When you look at this group, well, let's talk about expectations coming into this, and we'll talk to the kids here. But what were some of the expectations coming in? You got 9 wins. You're sitting at 9-4. We're going to talk about the RPI as well that you're sitting fifth in right now. But what were the expectations with this group? What did you see with this group to come back and coach them?
Yeah, so they, senior class is gonna be freshman. Just, I don't know, they've been a special class all along the way. Got a lot of fun together. I think they have meshed really well together. A couple of underclassmen, that have been doing stuff this year. Try not to measure stuff by wins and losses. I had pretty high expectations for them, what I thought they could accomplish. We still strive to get better. We're off to a pretty good start. And playing our best basketball in the book. So I don't know. They've done a really good job to grow. But I'm really proud of them.
You know, I remember talking with you last year a couple of times. And you said I asked you about wins and losses and things, and you said it's just not really what it's about right now. It's about a process of getting better, and the wins will come with it. Is that kind of the same thing right now?
I mean, yeah. I feel like they've done a good job, and the wins have
Yep.
come along the way with that.
Yep.
So, again, this is, they've come through high school, and I think they've bought into what we did and what Coach Stapp did, and I think that's where we're at right now.
Haley, what year are you in school?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior. I think I remember when you were just like a freshman playing and everything. Going into this year, what did you want to accomplish with this year? Being your final year, the hopes of this team, having Nate Short back coach, what were some of the hopes for you going into this year?
I feel like we had a lot of goals, like the whole team really did. We obviously want to have a good record because wins are a lot better than losses.
Yeah.
But we also talked about like winning like conference or going far in districts and all that stuff. So like making it far into February and not stopping like after the first game tournament stuff.
Yeah, you feel like the game's slowing down for you? I mean, you were young. When you're young, the game kind of speeds up on you a little bit, doesn't it? I mean, there's seniors out there who have been doing it for years. You feel like now in your senior year, it is slowing down a little bit for you, the pace of the game and the understanding for the varsity level?
Yeah, I've definitely gotten used to the pace of how it's played. Freshman year, I feel like everything was going so fast all the time, especially my brain, like my head when I would think of how I was playing. I just went really fast, but now I've kind of settled down.
Avery, I'll have you swing that mic over to you because if not, we won't hear you too well there. What year are you in school?
I'm also a senior.
All right, senior year. Some of the things maybe you looked at in the summer, things you wanted to work on as you went into your senior year. What were some of the things you were looking at?
Well, I broke my leg over the summer,
Oh,
so
well, you didn't really play much.
but coming back with Coach Short, I was excited because he's always made this game fun. Even his sparkling personality.
Okay. We have practice tomorrow.
Yeah,
Can't wait for that one.
Well, you don't have to run tomorrow.
She gonna run tomorrow.
Hey, if you let Avery talk the whole time, it could be a fun practice tomorrow. No, I'm teasing. Looking into the season, though, what did you want to do personally, maybe in terms of some goals and some things you had goals wise for the team?
I really wanted to help the team improve and get better. Even if I don't play, I feel like still part of the team, and seeing other people succeed is just like, it's fun.
Yeah. Maddie, what year are you in school? You a senior too?
Yeah.
All right, you brought all seniors. You got you have 6 of them, don't you?
Correct.
Is that right?
Yep.
So we'll have you on another time, and you get the other seniors on here, and we'll have some fun with it. Right?
Yeah. See what they say.
You never know what high school kids say, and
It's true.
it can be a little nerve-wracking. Maddie, tell us a little bit about your thoughts going into this season, what you saw with this group, and you got a 6 senior group here, which is kind of neat. You guys have been playing together. What did you see with this team?
This group was really fun to be around. I mean, all the seniors have been together for a really long time, but I feel like all of the underclassmen, too, that have come up and are playing with us, we've all really come together really well this season. So it's fun to watch everybody's success on the court and be unselfish while we play. So it's just fun to see.
Nate, when you look at this team, what do you like with this team? You get up and down the floor, you play in the half court. What do you want to do? Do you like I'll tell you, when I was in high school, which was many years ago, I think you might have graduated before me. We both have a little bit of gray hair in our beards.
Yeah, that comes with kids.
Yeah. And, you think about back when girls basketball, we played, watched and things, it was pretty slow. And now it seems like the pace of girls basketball is pretty quick. I mean, you got to get up and down the floor, and it's a joy to watch with girls basketball and things. So do you want to get up and down the floor? Do you want to play in the half court? Is it just whatever's working that night? What do you want to see with this team when they're on the floor?
Yeah, so we like to play as fast as we can,
Yeah.
Try to be as aggressive as we can, whether it be half court or full court. The league presents a lot of different styles of play, so trying to adapt our strengths to match what the other team's doing. And that's one positive about this group. We've been able to play zone whole games. We've been able to press whole games. Just what we feel like will give us the best chance to win. But we try to be as aggressive as possible. When I was in high school, Paul Hynum was coaching, and there was nothing slow about how Paul Hynum played. And so we're trying to bring that intensity, and aggressive mentality to everything that we do.
Yeah, is it playing with pace, but also playing, under control as well? Is that kind of what it is?
We try to.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't do that great at that, but we try to.
Limit the turnovers.
Yes.
Of course, last year you guys were in the Ohio Cardinal Conference.
Yep.
In that league, you got the Worcesters and the Lexingtons and the Mansfield Seniors, and they'll run and everything. Licking County League coming into this year. When you look at that league, people would say, well, the Malvern Yellow Jackets should dominate. They're the biggest school, and they should dominate. It's a very good conference. I mean, the Licking County League is no joke. Granville's been good for years. And, of course, Tate Moore is now with Barstool Sports, and he's not there anymore. But they're still a good basketball program over there at Granville. So when you look at the conference, what stands out to you? Obviously, you guys are 9-4, 5-3 in the Licking County League. What stands out to you with the conference?
So we're actually the third biggest school in the conference.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Licking, Heights, and Watkins.
Oh, wow.
We're actually the biggest school girls basketball-wise in the old conference.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little different. But what's really interesting is even on the small side of the league, those teams have proven to be really good. New York Catholic, they're really good.
Yeah.
Johnstown, really good. Granville, really good.
Yeah.
And not that all the other teams are good as well. It's been fun. It's been a good adjustment. And hopefully it will stick. I think the league will continue to grow as businesses go into the Licking County area. All those schools are going to get bigger. So this league's going to be tough several years down the road. It is tough now. But it's been fun to get back to playing some teams in Central Ohio, and get some new rivalries, I would say, with some schools.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Haley, what game stood out for you? Do you have rivalries that you already have found in the Lincoln County League?
I don't know. I mean, the games that we've lost, obviously, you want to go back and play.
Yeah.
Like Granville, we just lost to, so
Yeah.
you always want to go back and beat them the next time you play them. So.
Yeah. You play everybody twice, Nate? Is that how it works? Or how does it work in the Lincoln County League? There's like a big school and a small school division. How does this work? Yeah.
And then we play the small school once. So we'll have 16 league games.
Oh, wow.
Which is wild.
And they all count.
They
all count towards the standings.
Correct.
All right. And you've only played 8 so far. So you're halfway through.
The rest of the year, we have one more non-league game, and the rest of them are conference.
Yeah.
We're just starting our second round through the conference with the big schools Wednesday with Zanesville.
And the tournament draw is less than 3 weeks away.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
It is. It's very close.
Time's
It is wild to think about.
We're going to be talking about some of the games coming up, and of course some of the games that you guys just played, and talk a little bit about the RPI. I want to get your thoughts on that too, because there are some people that like it, and some people that say I really don't like it very much. But you guys can feel pretty good right now because you're sitting in 5th place.
Yeah, I like it.
You gotta like it.
I know, I like it.
We do want to thank Griffin Insurance, the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show, Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Knox County Veteran Services, Knox Community Hospital, and Durko's Pizza and Subs for bringing you tonight's show. Let's take this break. We'll come back and more of the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show coming up.
Vernon Sports, I'm Buddy Wells. On Thursday night, Notre Dame rallied to beat Penn State in the Orange Bowl 27-24. On Friday night, Ohio State knocked off Texas 28-14 in the Cotton Bowl. Now the national championship game is all set. Next Monday night in Atlanta, it'll be the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame against the Buckeyes for the title. Here's Ohio State head coach Ryan Day on Notre Dame.
We got to play our best game against Notre Dame. This is a very, very good team. They are a very resilient team. Riley Leonard is a tremendous leader and a tremendous player and a winner. And, their coaching staff does a great job. Got a lot of respect for their players and their coaches. And so this is going to be a complete battle. And we know that. So we've got to play our best game this season in the last one.
Notre Dame seeks their first championship since 1988. For Ohio State since 2014. Kickoff is at 7:30. The NFL playoffs got started over the weekend with the wild card round. On Saturday, the Texans beat the Chargers 32-12, and the Ravens beat the Steelers 28-14. Then yesterday on Sunday, the Bills rolled the Broncos 31-7. The Eagles beat the Packers in Philadelphia 22-10, and the Commanders beat the Buccaneers 23-20 on a field goal at the buzzer. The wild card round comes to a close tonight as the Vikings face the Rams. That game was supposed to be played in Los Angeles, but it'll instead be played in Glendale, Arizona. That's due to the wildfires in Southern California. In hockey, the Blue Jackets have won 4 straight, and they currently own the final wild card spot in the Eastern Conference playoff standings. The CBJ will be back on the ice tomorrow night when they host the Flyers at Nationwide Arena. Vernon Sports, I'm Buddy Wells.
Looking for a new pharmacy? The Knox Community Hospital Outpatient Pharmacy makes it easy to transfer prescriptions. Our friendly community pharmacy is open to the public, and most prescriptions are ready within 24 hours. Accepting most insurances, KCH Outpatient Pharmacy is the only accredited specialty pharmacy in Knox County. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 9 to 4. Call 740-326-3485 or go to kch.org.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Coverage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Coverage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Hi, I'm Dean. And I'm Don. We are Durko's Pizza, home of the famous Stromboli, specialty pizzas, 16 different subs. We have homemade dinners, salads made fresh,
lunch specials, daily specials, and of course, the Munchie menu. Chicken wings, cheese breadsticks, mac and cheese wedges. Call 740-392-5678.
Delivery or pickup. Durka's Pizza.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
All right, we're back here on the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show, and presented by Knox Community Hospital, Durko's Pizza and Subs, Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction, and Knox County Veteran Services. We got the pizza out there, and they're just waiting for this to be done so they can go out there and eat some more pizza. But,
Round two.
Yeah, Nate Short, Haley Burke, Avery Treber, and Maddie Tasha with us here. We appreciate them joining us here. Now, let's look back at last week. Obviously, you go into last week, and you know that it was going to be tough.
I don't really want to think about last week,
I know.
Tyler, but go for it. Let's go there.
Well, you play two of the top teams in the Licking County League. Newark Catholic's always been there, and Granville's always been there. So you look back at last week, and you lost Friday 57-39 to Granville. Newark Catholic 61-41. What stood out in those two ball games? Sorry. You said you should have come last week, and then we wouldn't even been able to talk about it.
That'd been great.
Yeah. What stood out to you last week and some of the things when those games are complete over the weekend you looked at and you said, hey, we want to work on going into this week?
Yeah, I mean, we had to take care of the basketball a lot better than we did.
Yeah.
We had too many turnovers. Both those teams, I mean, I would say probably hit twice as many threes as they did in the games that we scouted. So that was not fun.
Yeah.
And they credit to them, like they hit a lot of shots and they played really well. So we got a couple adjustments we're going to make for Granville. We'll get them again at the end. We don't get to play Newark Catholic again, but I mean they had a girl go 7 of 9 from 3.
Yeah, is that a lot you can do? Man?
So she banked a couple of them.
Yeah.
So it was impressive. I mean they just played really well.
Yeah.
And all the credit goes to them.
Yeah. Haley, what stood out for you guys from a player's perspective in those games against Granville and Newark Catholic?
Well, Newark Catholic, I'm not very tall, so when I went in, like most of them were.
Yeah, they have like 4 6-footers, don't they?
Yeah, they're extremely tall.
So they were all very tall compared to me. So I just feel like, I don't know, it's hard to play against people who are a lot taller. I mean, it's a good challenge, but.
Yeah.
And then that girl she played a really good night, so.
Yeah.
That was good for her, but not for us.
Not good for you. Yeah, right. Avery, what stood out to you in those games there against, that game against Newark Catholic and then, of course, Granville this past Friday?
Yeah, they were really tall, towered over some of our players. And
why'd you look at Haley? Good.
And, like, their shots were going.
Yeah. What would Coach maybe say in the huddle? Was it just like, hey, it's their night? That's a lot you can do?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
During the game? After the game, sure.
Yeah.
Not during the game.
Maddie, what stood out in those games against Newark Catholic and Granville there?
I mean, like Haley said, they were really tall, and it's just hard to play your normal game when you have 4 6-footers.
Yeah.
So it was just really difficult
to
get around that.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do in that situation, but to learn from those things, what maybe did you want to learn from your team to learn from those games as you head into this kind of second portion of the Licking County League?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to play
quality
opponents because you find out a lot about yourselves. You find out a lot about what you have to work on. And then, again, for Granville, we saw a couple of things that I think worked that we'll kind of build upon from when we play them again. So it's always a good thing to play quality opponents. It obviously hurt in the moment when we lost those games, but it gives us a lot to work on moving forward.
Yeah, I was talking with Nick Kuhn earlier this year too on the show, and talked about the Licking County League, and you kind of mentioned the fact that you got to play 16 league games, which obviously takes away from the amount of non-conference games that you can play. What's kind of the mindset in terms of the non-conference games? Maybe you couldn't even really schedule it, but I know like Nick was mentioning, hey, we want to keep Delaware Hayes and Newark. And for you guys, is there a formula, some of the teams that you want to keep? I know you're going to be playing East Knox later this year.
Yep.
What's kind of the formula going into these non-conference games that you guys have scheduled?
Yeah, so I was only able to schedule a couple. I think this year, looking at how the league has played out, it's going to definitely help me in the future. We want to keep schools like Delaware on there. Honestly, most of the non-league that we played, we'll probably try to keep. We'll probably try to schedule a couple bigger schools, especially with the RPI and how that's all factored. So, because on the small side, we do have quite a few schools smaller than us. But, always looking to adjust, always looking to kind of figure that out going forward. But seeing how this year has played out has been really helpful for what we need to do in the future.
I got to ask you about RPI because you mentioned it there. And you think about the RPI. When I was at school, it was way different. Again, I've been out of school for a really long time, 15 years or something like that. I'm getting old.
I've been out a little bit longer.
Yeah.
That's
We're
quite
getting
all
old.
right.
Yeah. But when it was years ago, it was a situation where you go in a room and people write it down and how many votes you get. That's the seed and everything. So RPI, are you a fan? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you indifferent?
This has just been a year of changes. So we changed leagues. We dropped a division when they added. We have 7 divisions in Ohio now. So now we're Division 2. So when we'd go to vote, when it was Division 1, there would be 40, 50, so many schools that I would have to vote on. Like, there's no way I could objectively look at all of those and give a proper ranking.
Yeah.
So I think the RPI, and I'm a big numbers guy. I teach math, so I like the formula. It's definitely changed some things. I think it takes a lot of subjectivity out of the voting. We still get to place ourselves on the bracket. So, you'll get to see some teams and their strategy with how that works out. I like the RPI. It factors in, your win percentage, opponent's win percentage, and your opponent's win percentage. So it's important to play quality teams. Your win percentage is weighted based on, playing a Division 1 school versus a Division 6 school. There's different weights allotted to those wins. So there's a lot to factor in. And again, this is a great year to see, how it all plays out. I like it right now. I'll see what it's like when we're going to actually get through a couple more weeks to see how it goes when it's done. But I think it's a good thing.
That you guys could possibly play at the the Coliseum this year, right?
Yeah, which they have no idea.
They have no idea what that is. No.
Yeah.
No idea. You ever heard of the Coliseum? Any of you?
No.
Yeah.
Fairgrounds Coliseum.
7th grade. When they were like the Coliseum.
Yeah. Okay. So.
No, not the Roman Coliseum. She's going back to world history.
Okay. I was just getting ready to say Haley's the one that knows what's going on.
No,
she does not.
About the one in Rome. Yeah.
Getting a chance to potentially play there. I don't know exactly how the OHSA is going to figure it out and how they're going to do it and things like that. But that's a great thing to. What do you think of going back there?
Pretty sure the district finals are going to be there.
Okay.
So they've released the brackets for girls basketball. I think boys basketball too. So, I played there growing up. It was a cool environment then. I always remember going there like with my dad and my grandpa. And we would spend all Saturday just watching all those games. So there's a lot of memories for me. Hopefully we can kind of keep it there so it builds back the allure of playing there once more. Cool environment, and I think it would be awesome to get a chance to go there.
Haley, what do you think of the Roman Coliseum? I'm just kidding. I just teased you a little bit. But this week, Nate, and then we'll talk with the kids here too, but 4 straight home games. So now you get an opportunity to play at home in front of I'm telling you what, I've been to a lot of places throughout Ohio to do basketball games, and there's just something different about Mount Vernon. To be there, and the weirdest time was when they did the Silent Night thing. But anyway, that was a little bit ago. But it is a great place to play basketball. What makes Mount Vernon different when you guys, and now you get an opportunity to play 4 games at home in a row?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just we've had a pretty good tradition over the years. I still think the fact that Mount Vernon is still a community plays a huge role in it. As you go to other places where there's so many, I'm guessing the high school kids would argue with me, but going to places where there's so many other things to do, like people go do those things. But I love the fact that it's still important here. Kind of holding on to that for as long as we can, and then playing in front of family, friends, and all those that support you, it just adds it adds a whole lot to what we do, and we've had a lot of road games already this year, and we're really looking forward to staying at home, not riding a bus, just staying at home, and we seem to shoot better at home. We desperately need to start shooting that thing a little bit better, and that'll start probably on Wednesday. But we're just really looking forward to being home and 4 straight games. It's kind of unheard of, but we also started the year with 5 straight away games.
Yeah.
So.
I was going to say, thanks, Justin Sanford, but, you know.
No, thanks. Well, never. We don't need to talk about that. 4 of those were league games, but it's what it is.
Haley, playing at Mount Vernon in that gym, it's always fun, isn't it, to play in front of those fans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get an opportunity. You're getting an opportunity. They're right out here, outside the door. It's not on Monday night when you play East Knox.
It is Monday now. Yeah, so we had to change it because they didn't release the dates of when the tournament was going to start.
Oh, okay.
So then we were scheduled to play them when it would have been a tournament game.
Oh, okay.
So we had to move 2 games actually because of how late we got that information.
Oh. Okay, well, that messes it up for me because I'm going to be in here on a Monday night. What am I going to do now?
No, well, we are playing them on Monday.
I know.
So get out.
Oh, I don't know if I can.
Sure you can. Just have the show in East Knox.
I don't know.
It's a pretty good idea.
It's kind of choppy the other day. Oh, well.
I don't know what to tell you. Bring a booster.
Bring a booster. Yeah, we got it on, though. There's one there. But as you look at it, Avery, getting an opportunity to play at home, get in front of your home fans, is it just easier to play at home? You're a little more relaxed to be able to play at home?
Yeah, being in front of, like, our parents and fellow classmates and just people in town who come to support us, it's much more relaxing.
And you don't have any crazy fans there at Mount Vernon to go crazy, you know?
Just some of our parents.
Just some of your parents. Your parents ever get tossed or anything?
Go ahead.
Your parents ever get tossed or anything?
No.
Not
Okay.
that crazy.
No,
Not that type of crazy.
I wasn't sure how crazy you got over there.
Yeah,
we go. Maddie, as you look at it, getting back at home, not have to go on the road, and obviously the trips aren't like they were when you had to go to Mansfield and all those things, just in Licking County. But what's it like in front of the fans there at Mount Vernon? Really passionate fans. And I'll tell you what, every time